गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन और प्रणाम सभी को.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. In our last two sessions, we saw how the tools available in JHora can be used efficiently for analyzing the chart and how it will help us. And so those things, those tools which we learned, we can use in practice today. We can have some examples, birth charts, and we'll try to examine the events, some of the events, and how we can verify those events using the tools in JHora. So, for that purpose, first we'll see uh, how what should the there should be some algorithm, means how we should proceed to analyze a chart. First of all, what should we see when we see a chart? And if we want to find out some event, means timing some event, for example, suppose when the person will get married, or when he got married, or when the childbirth was there, this kind of events are there. Events, if you want to examine, then how we should proceed, what is the way we should for proceeding to it. So we will prepare an algorithm. So uh, first thing is we will see in the chart, we will see whether the promise of that event is there in the chart or not. Using the yogas available in the chart, we will try to find out whether the event should happen or not happen. So, if the benefic planets are having some relationship with the house related to that event, for example, if we were trying to find out the marriage, about the marriage, then we'll see if the benefics are associated with that house. Benefics means Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. If these four planets are aspecting or are joined in that house, then the event will, means it will be speeded up, or the positive chances are there for the event to happen. And if the malefics like Sun, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn, if these are associated, then the event will be denied or delayed. But if the planet is Lagnesh, or the house lord itself, Lagnesh means the lord of ascendant. So if these two planets aspect any house, then they will speed up the event, or they will say ki yes, the event has to happen, means that they increase the possibility of happening of the event. So this is the first thing. So we will see three, four things in this. First thing, we will see whether the promise is not there, premise is there or not. And for this, I have explained this thing. This should be associated with benefits that will improve. And if it is associated with negatives, means malefics, then it will delay the things or deny the things, like this. And other things also are there, but these are major things which I am talking of. So these two things are there. And if the ascendant lord is aspecting or situated in a house, then it will definitely speed up, it will improve the possibility of happening of that event. And if the lord of that house also aspects or sits in that, then also improves this thing. Okay, so this is one thing. Then second thing, we will see which dasha periods. Second thing will be, first we will see promise, and then we will see dasha periods, means which dasha period should give that result. So for that, first of all, from the promise we will find out whether it is a late event or timely event or early event. So after ascertaining this thing, then we will see what kind of dashas are operating at that time. So then we'll see which dashas will be able to give that result. Now dashas means those dashas whose mainly dasha lord or antardasha lord, they should be connected to that house which is for which we want to see the event. For example, if we want to find out when marriage will happen, So Dasha period should be those of those planets, Dasha and Antardasha. Mainly we will today concern with Vimshottari only. So if Dasha periods, Dasha lords are Dasha, Antardasha lord and Mahadasha lord, if they are connected with 7th house or 7th house lord, or if their Rashi lords are also connected with 7th house or 7th lord or Nakshatra lord. So those Dasha periods whose Nakshatra lord or Rashi lord or those lords itself are connected with that house, then they can give the results of that house. So this is one thing. Positive or negative means results, they are able to give the results. So this is first thing. Second thing means first thing was see the promise. Second thing, find the probable Dasha periods. And the third thing will be sometimes Dasha periods also are of long duration. For example, if we take Venus Mahadasha and Venus Antardasha, it will be of 3 years. So we have to minimize this period. We have to close down this. There are many ways to do that, but the best way is, I think, which closes the things down to 1 year, is your BCP Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati. You must have all heard of it. Uh, and if you know, all know, it's okay. And if you want me to explain it further, I can explain that how it works. BCP. So depending upon if you people will like to me to explain, I will explain.
Please.
You will like?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please explain it, sir, once.
Okay, okay. So I will explain BCP also when time comes. So this is third thing. And then the fourth thing is, final thing is transits. So without transit, the event cannot happen. Means even if sometimes you will see Dasha period is favorable, BCP also here also is giving some results, but still the event does not happen. And the reason for that is the favorable transit has not yet come. So till the favorable transit does not come, the Dasha periods will not be able to give the results. Dasha periods and the BCP also. So these are the four things we will take into account. And for transit also, there are many techniques, but today we will deal with one technique, which is very important technique. And it is at the time of happening of the occurrence of an event, Saturn and Jupiter, these two planets, both of these two planets should be related with the house or house lord or Karaka. So this is the requirement. Means at the time of at the time of the occurrence of the event, Jupiter and Saturn both should be related to house or house lord. So this is the fourth requirement. So we will, on this algorithm, we will proceed and we will try to see some of the examples, try to see how we can use this, how we can do that. So how we can use the tools of J-Hora for finding out this thing. So let's check. Let's have some. I will take 4 different kind of events, and 4 case studies will do. So one and all will be different kind. One will be related to marriage. Another will be son birth of childbirth. Third one is your accident or this kind of event, and fourth one will be your this thing post promotion and some political power gain, some professional upliftment. So this kind of 4 events we will try to take up. We will take those 4 events. Okay. So let me open the Jagannath Hora and share the screen so that we can see the case studies. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Is my
Yes,
screen
sir.
visible?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, thank you. So, okay, so this is the horoscope and this is Indira Gandhi. And in this case, we will try to find out marriage time, means when the marriage should happen. So first of all, we'll see the position, the promise, as I discussed earlier. We have to see whether the promise of marriage is there or not. So here we can see the 7th house is joined by moon. Moon is Lagna Lord. So it's good thing, means it will give marriage. Then Lagna Lord, then second, the 7th house Lord Saturn is aspecting its own house. So this is also positive. Then Jupiter is also aspecting the 7th house. So these three things are positive. One thing which is not positive is Saturn is placed in between Mars and Ketu. This is called Papkartri Yoga. You must be knowing, if a planet is hemmed between two malefic planets, means both the sides, if malefics are there, then they deteriorate the results of that planet, which is hemmed between these two malefics. So that also has given the results. We will not go into detail of those. We will first see that the timely marriage is shown in this chart, because Moon is placed in this seventh house, Saturn, its lord, is aspecting its own house, and Jupiter also is aspecting. So timely marriage is confirmed, is promised in this chart. Now timely marriage means, in those days means, and today also the timely marriage is between 20 to 30, we should say, but these times it has now extended to 32, more than 30, also 32, 33 also it goes. But actually that is not delayed, actually it should be taken into delayed. So 30 years, 20 to 30. So we'll try to see between 20 to 30 what happened, means what was this thing. Again we can see from this chart, uh, the seventh house, the BCP. Okay, I wanted to, okay, you want me to tell about BCP also. So first let us discuss BCP now. What is BCP? It is Bhrigu Chakra Paddhati, and in this Paddhati what happens is, each house of the chart, are you able to see my mouse, this thing, my mouse pointer, are you able to see? First house I am pointing it out now, the second
Yes,
house,
sir.
third house.
Yes, yes, yes.
So first house is, the honor of the first house, you can say, the first year of your age is ruled by this house, first house. Second year of your age is second house. Third year of your age is third house, like this. So we'll say first house BCP Lord is Moon in this case. Second house BCP Lord is Leo's Lord, means Sun. So means this is the age first year. So if you want to see what happened in first year, then in the age of first year, what will happen? This house will be activated. So something related to first house will happen. In the second year of age, something related to second house will happen. So all the 12 years are just from 1 to 12. Each house represents the age. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th year. So 12 years of ages are now, we can see from this. Okay. Now the 13th year. So 13th year is again the first year. So this is 12th year, then 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, like this. So 24th year will come on the 12th house. Then after 24th, 25th year will be again the first house. So like this, it will revolve around 12 hours, 12 years of age. So now how to compute age? For computing age, suppose in this case, November 1917 is the birth year is 1917. So if you want to see what will be the age in 37, suppose. So 37 means from 1937 subtract 1970. Birth year, subtract the birth year from the year for which you want to find out the age. So 1937 minus 1917 will be 20. So it means on November 19, 1937, she will complete 20 years of age, like this. So first subtract the year for which you want to find out the age, the year of birth year from that year, and on the month and date of that year will be the age, which will be the difference between these 2 years. Is this thing clear or something? If somebody wants to ask, Poonam
Sir,
Jaswal, what you want to ask, please?
sir, please repeat this concept.
This concept is the first year of your age is represented by first house. Second months, November 19, 1970 to November 19, 1918. This will be the first year. That will be represented by the first house of the chart. Second year will be 1918 to 1919. That will be represented by the second house, like this. So 12th year of your age will be represented by the 12th house. And 13th year will be represented by the first house again. Is this thing clear? Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 24th it will come again 12 house at the age of 24. At the age of 36 it will be again 12th house, like this. It will go on rounding this. So first we should know how to find out the age. That we have already seen. How to find means take the year. For example, if you want to see what is the age of this person in 1947. So 1947 minus 1917, that will give you 30. So on November 19, 1947, she will be of 30 years. Like this. So during this period means 19, means that will be the ending date. 1947 will be the ending date of the 30th year. So it will start from 1946 to 1947. It will be the 47 for 30th year, like this. Is this thing clear now? Or somebody else also wants to ask?
Sir,
Go ahead,
I'm
Jasmine.
little confused with whether we have to take the ascendant as the first year or where the Jupiter is placed.
No, ascendant.
Okay, sir.
Ascendant is the best is the base
So
year in
because
our
in
case.
Nadi system we consider Jupiter as a Jeev Karaka, na?
वो जीव कारका, that is another kind of astrology, that is Bhrigu astrology.
So
Okay,
isn't
we are doing,
that is different from BCP? That is some
yeah,
different
that is
concept.
different. Yes, in BCP we take only this Parashari astrology, and as per that the Lagna is the first house, not Jupiter.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we will deal with this only. We are dealing with the Parashari concepts and we are working Parashari only. Okay, so now when we are able to, when we have found the age of a person, and then we want to find out which house will be activated in that age. So for that, what we will do? Suppose he is in 30th year, somebody is in 30th year, and we want to see which house of the chart will be activated at that year. So what we will do is, we will see the multiples of 12, and we will see which multiple of 12 is just below the age you want to find out. So the multiple of 12, suppose you want to find out something regarding 68th year of person's age. 68th year. So multiples of 12 are 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, and then 84. So 84 is more than 60. So just below the 68, your age is 60th. So subtract 68 minus 60, you will get 8. So 8th house will be activated in the age of 68. Am I clear now? I will again tell you, if suppose somebody age is 22 years, so the multiple of 12 just below 22 is 12 itself. So 22 minus 12 will give you 10. So 10th house will be activated at the time of 22, at the age of 22 years. At the age of 34 years, suppose. So the multiple just below, multiple of 12, just below 34 is 24. 36 is more than the third multiple of 12, 36 is more than 24. So 24, 30, 30 year, 34 minus your this 24 will give you 10. So 10th house will be activated at the age of 34. So this way we have found out which house will be activated at a particular age. So the BCP tells now that at the age, the concerned age, the activated age, whatever it is, the lord of that house, BCP house lord, should be connected with that event, house of the event. For example, either that should be connected with this, or in that BCP year, the house lord should go. For example, in this case, suppose 7th house, if we were to find out 7th house events, when will it happen? So here we can see when moon is sitting in the 7th house, and moon is the lord of first house, then first BCP year means, then second BCP year will be again moon is the lord of 13th year. After 12 it will be 13th, then 25th year. So 25th year BCP year, the lord of 25th BCP year is placed in 7th house. So it means 25th year is probable year which falls in our conditions also, which we have already seen the conditions that it should be connected with this thing, and we have seen the promise of the chart, and and probable age means appropriate age for marriage should happen. So moon can give this 25th year can give you the marriage. Now at the time of 25th year, now suppose now the planets which can give marriages. Now see the dashas. Dashas we can see is Rahu Mahadasha is 1936, and before that these are the dashas actually. So Sun, Moon, Mars. Moon can give marriage, but Moon is at very young age, means it cannot give less than 220 years. We should not consider. Then Mars and then Rahu, I think, is the only planet which can give marriage, because 36 will be 17, around 29, around 19 years of age. Rahu Mahadasha will start. Okay, so 36 minus 1970. So Rahu Mahadasha we can see. Now in Rahu Mahadasha, around 25th year, so around 25th year is our 1917's birth is of 1970, 17. So 25 if you add to this thing, it will be around 42. So November 1942 will be the ending date of the 25th year. Ending date of 25th year will be 1942 November 19. So around that period we want to find out, suppose. So for this also, how we can see, either you go to Dashaj and see what happens in this period, or you can see go to Miscellany, and around 1941, it starts from 1941, 25th year starts from 1941, and November 1941, any date you can take, suppose 1st November. So this will be the start of 25th year. So Nakshatra Dasha progression, if you see from here, have you seen? I have taken progression tab from the miscellany, and from here I am seeing Nakshatra Dasha progression. So it will take you to that dashas. If you see, you can see that this will be the dasha at that time. Okay, this will be the Deha Antardasha, means these many things are given. First Rahu Mahadasha, then Jupiter Antardasha is from this to this, and then Rahu Antardasha is this from this to this. So here you can see, and this will be the Antardasha of Saturn should have come. I think we have taken something wrong. Let us check. Go to natal chart first. Basics. This is the natal chart, and now we want to see the dashas. So Rahu Mahadasha starts from 36, and Saturn will be this thing.
1336. Go to previous lifetime.
1336. I think we have okay. Oh,
The other
we have
clicks
taken
are
the
from right.
last cycle
Yes.
actually. Sorry, this is the actually Vimshottari Dasha Mahadasha. This is the period actually. Actually, from here we can go to last cycle, means of 120 years. So this after this, if we go to Vimshottari Dasha, this is this cycle which starts from here. We can take okay. So these are the Mahadashas. If I go to this thing, if I forward it, then it will add 120 years, and the next cycle of Vimshottari Mahadasha will start. So after 2033 it will start. So but these are the years. So from in this we have to see. So 1936 Rahu Mahadasha, and in Mahadasha Saturn will start from 41 to 44. So this will give you the marriage, and for the reason because this is the 25th year of her age, first thing, and then we will see, and it started just 1941-20, so it will be this year only, 25th year, and now we will see what are the position of transits. Okay, now for transits, what we'll see is, now in 25th year, this Saturn is in Cancer at the time of birth. Okay, we go to natal. Okay, at the time of birth, Saturn is in Cancer. So it moves 2.5 years approximately. First, we'll try to find out where it will go in around 25th year, where it will be. So then we will synchronize the things. So Saturn is, it will take 2.5 years. So 2.5, then 5, 7, 30, 7.5, 10 years, 12.5, 15 years. Like this, it will go to 30th year. So this house in 12th, between 27th and half and 30th year, Saturn will be in this house, in Gemini, 27.5 and 30. It means 25 and between 25 and 27.5, it should be in Taurus. somewhere in Taurus. And if it is in Taurus, then it will impact as I told you earlier, that in the transits, Saturn and Jupiter both should be connected to 7th or 7th lord. So if the Saturn is in this Taurus, then it will aspect the 7th lord. So it will be aspecting this house. And now Jupiter, let us try to find out where Jupiter will be. In your 24th year, what will happen? 25th year, Jupiter is in this house first. So it will take 12 years to complete one cycle because it takes 1 year. So 12 years it will be coming here. And in 24th year it will be here. So 25th year, this also will be somewhere here in this house only. So actually it means, and if Jupiter is over here, then it will be aspecting the 7th house from here. So Saturn and Jupiter both if are in Taurus sign, then they are able to give the marriage. Because BCPR is also favorable. Dasha Antardasha also is favorable. Rahu can give you marriage because it's Lord Jupiter, it's Lord Rashi, Lord Jupiter is aspecting 7th house. Saturn can give the marriage because it is the Lord of 7th house itself. So Rahu Saturn can give the marriage. And then BCPA 25th we have seen. This can give marriage. And in that year, Saturn and Jupiter both should be in Taurus, which means we have to check this thing. If they are in Taurus, then they can give the marriage. So now we will see when Saturn will enter Taurus. That we'll try to find out. So for that reason, for that thing, what we'll do, we'll go to transits. And after November 1917, in this, we'll go to basic transit results. Okay, no, special search we'll see. Because we want to find out when it will enter Taurus. So for this, Saturn, find when Saturn 00 means that we want to find out when it enters the beginning of Taurus. So we are trying to find out now when Saturn will enter the Taurus sign after this date. So this is the tool we can use for finding out the transits. So search for transit. Now you can see on December 14, 1941, okay, on December 14, 1941, Saturn will be in, Saturn we can see from here, Saturn will be 30° Aries, means it has just passed on Aries. Time is this thing, so time you can take afterwards. So it will go to just enter Taurus. So after December 14, 1941, Saturn will be in Taurus. Now we see what about Jupiter. So we'll see when Jupiter will enter Taurus. First we'll go to natal chart, back to natal. Then we'll see Jupiter. When Jupiter will enter Taurus after this 1917. So that will be the first cycle of Jupiter. So we check this. So Jupiter will enter in 1953. So we have to, after this date actually, we have taken, not 1947, 1917, sorry. So we have to see this transit. So in 1929, it will be in Taurus sign, Jupiter in Taurus. You can see from here, Jupiter is 0° Taurus here. And next after this date, 1970, again after we have to search. So search for transit. Now 1929 we have to take. So we can see April 27. So after April 27, 1941, Jupiter will be Taurus and Saturn also will be in Taurus. Now we have to see when Jupiter will leave Taurus sign. So if it leaves Taurus and goes to Gemini, then it should not be able to give marriage at that time. It has to give marriage during its transit in Taurus only. So we will see when Jupiter will leave after this date, when go to Gemini. So this will be 1930. After this 1930, we'll check. In May 1942. So it means Jupiter will remain in Taurus before May 1942, and these dates I have written over here. You can see so that otherwise we forget all the time. So Jupiter's entry and exit from Taurus second cycle is from April 1941 to 1942, May 1942, and Saturn is June 18 to 1941. It will move into this thing in Taurus. So during this period, it should give the event related to 7th house. So we can see the marriage happened on 26th March 1942. So at that time, 25th year was there. Rahu Saturn was Dasha Antardasha, and Jupiter and Saturn both were in your Taurus sign, means they were in Taurus sign. So if Jupiter is in Taurus sign, it will aspect 7th house. Saturn is in Taurus, it will aspect the 7th lord. 25th year can give the marriage, BCP year, and so all the Rahu and Saturn can give this thing. So now I think we have taken up this whole case of marriage. Now somebody wants to ask something regarding this. Any question? Somebody was raising the hand, I think, earlier.
Sir, you answered my question. I was just wanted to understand how Saturn and Taurus will give marriage, but you said that aspecting the
Seventh lord.
seventh lord. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this is one thing. Now let us have some another case. So in the same case, in the chart of Mrs. Indira Gandhi only, you will see childbirth. So childbirth means first birth after Rajiv Gandhi. So she married in 1942. That was 25th year. 26th year is Mars. Okay, BCP year 26th is Mars. Mars is lord of 8th house, 5th house. So it can give marriage. Number one. Number two, third house also, its lord also is in Mars, in the 5th house. So 26th year as well as 27th year. Both can give childbirth. Now if she marries in 25th year, now the dashas we have to see. Dasha is Rahu. Dasha can give the birth of son. Why? Because its Rashi Lord is aspecting 5th house. And Saturn itself can give the marriage, because now the reason I tell you why Saturn can give. So Saturn, you can see here, is in Cancer natal chart. You can see Saturn. Saturn is Ashlesha Nakshatra. Ashlesha Nakshatra's Lord is Mercury. Mercury is placed in 5th house. So I earlier told three things for Dasha Lord, and this should be which planets can give marriages or some event is. Number, the Antardasha Lord and Dasha Lord, they should be having some connection with that house, either with that house or house lord or Karaka. Number two, Dasha Lord's Rashi Lord means whatever Dasha Lord is, suppose Saturn Dasha Lord, so its Rashi Lord is Moon. Like this. Whatever Dasha Lord is there, it's Rashi Lord or it's Nakshatra Lord. If they are connected with 7th house, they also can give, then they also can give the results. So in this case of this thing, Saturn's nakshatra is in Ashlesha. Ashlesha's lord is Mercury. Mercury is then placed in 5th house. It means Saturn can give the results related to 5th house. So Saturn Dasha, Antardasha, Rahu Mahadasha, both are favorable to give marriage, to give the son birth of son. Now we will see the conjunction, this planetary BCP years 26, 27 we have already seen. Now we will see the aspects of planets and transits we will see. So if Saturn is in this house, it can't give. This house also can give, but if this is in this house, then also it can give, because it is aspecting the 5th lord. In this house also it can give, but in this house we have seen she got married. Okay, so in this house it will be only for some period up to 2710. Rahu Mahadasha Saturn was operating between 20th December 41 to 44. So we have to see this period only. Now 26th and 27th year Lord can give the marriage, but Saturn will leave Taurus on August 5, 1943. That we can see from transits. I just have written down the dates over here so that I need not to go to always, but we can check here. When Saturn will enter into, when leave Taurus means enter into Gemini. So when will it enter into Gemini? Saturn enter into Gemini. After which date? After 1941. Suppose our date is 1941 December. Rahu Mahadasha is starting from 1941. So we take the date 1941. Okay. So now we set the search for transit. So August 1943, it will enter into Gemini. Saturn will enter into Gemini. So Saturn in this house also it can give sun birth, and this house also it can give. Now see the Jupiter. Now where the Jupiter should be. So Jupiter, if in this house Taurus it can give, but Jupiter we have already seen that it leaves on May 1942. So after marriage, only 2-3 months it will be in Taurus. So it can't give marriage, it can't give sun birth. Now from this house it cannot give because it is not aspecting this house. So it means if Jupiter is in this house or in this house, we can see the natal chart. If Jupiter is in this house, then it will aspect fifth house. Saturn will be either in this house or in that house. Both are favorable positions. Now Jupiter in this house also can give marriage, the sun birth, and in this house also. Now if the birth of sun takes place, then the second house is more important. The reason for that is this is the house of family, and family increases if the son comes or daughter comes. So if Jupiter's transit in the second house, we will see wherever in your relative charts also you can see when the birth happens, then the Jupiter is connected somehow with seventh house when the family grows. So Jupiter is more favorable in Leo sign instead of this thing. So we'll see when Jupiter enters Leo, that we try to find out. So Jupiter enters Leo after 1941 only, July 26, 1948. So after it comes in Leo sign, means if you go to July 26, 1948, there is every possibility of having childbirth. So Jupiter will be here in this house on the fifth lord. At that time, Saturn will be on this date. Position of Saturn, if you want to see. So go to this thing 1941 in this year only. See what is the position of Saturn. So for this, simply show the transits. And here we can see Saturn is in Taurus sign 3 degree. So at this time it is not possible, but the second sign, Jupiter's transit we had seen, entry into Leo sign was 26th March. What was it that? This thing, we'll go to special search for Jupiter when it enters Leo sign after 1941, that is October 20, 1943. Am I correct? What is it? Search for transit Jupiter goes to Leo after November. This is one date, October 1943. So it will go to October 1943, it will go to Leo sign. So after that period, and at that time, October 20, 1943, in this 1943 actually we have to see where the Jupiter will be, sorry, Saturn will be. It will be in Leo 0 degree. I think something is wrong. We were looking at the Rahu Mahadasha and this dates we have taken wrong actually. December 1942 it leaves Cancer sign, and from October 1943 it is, I think we have taken November, that's why it is going wrong. If we take suppose January 1943, then it will give you that result. So you can see in 1943, 1948, when Jupiter will enter Leo, October 1943, and at that this date, 1943, January, October 23, 1943, we see. Go to basic transits and we'll see where the Saturn is. 1943, October 1943. When the Jupiter enters Leo sign, October 1943. So here we can see that Saturn will be in Gemini at that time. So Saturn is in Gemini, back to natal chart. Saturn will be in Gemini and Jupiter will be in Leo. So it means this is the period when birth can take place. So we can see that Rajiv Gandhi is born in 20th August 1944. At that time we can make the chart 20th August 1944 your transit. So here we can see that Jupiter will be Leo 12 degree and Saturn will be 14 Gemini. So Saturn will be in Gemini and Jupiter will be in this thing. So here again it confirms the birth of the sun. So I think this is clear. Anupam Agrawal ji, please ask.
Yes, sir, this is clear. I just have a follow-on question. So this is like birth of first child. I mean, can you also then see the subsequent childbirths, or you have to always see the fifth house only, sir?
Subsequent also you can see. Again, next transit, favorable transit and Dasha Antartasha.
So you have to use fifth house only, sir, or you have to use like how always. I mean, you have to look only at fifth house, or the next child, let's just say, is seen from the
next child birth, seventh house again will be
Right.
important.
Okay, okay, sir. That's what I wanted
Okay.
to check. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For second house, you should see 7th house.
Thanks.
But 5th house also, because progeny is there. If that lady's chart is chart of the mother, if then
Yeah.
5th house again is important because progeny is taking place actually. At that.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.